Hello everyone and welcome to Rull's Kitchen. Christophe Rull here, a professional chef and a cast member from the famous baking show Bake Squad. I am a French born from south of France and came here to the US to live the American dream. This YouTube channel was created for all of you around the world with one main goal in mind, is to create one recipe at a time and to create joy on your dining table. And if you follow Rull's Kitchen, there is no reason to fail. So today we are going to make a beautiful vanilla cheesecake, the most creamy cheesecake you ever had before. And we will top it with fresh raspberry. Are you ready? Put your apron on and let's get started! Alright, so the first things we're going to do is to make our beautiful graham cracker crust. And for this we have 4 ingredients. Our graham cracker, our flour, our sugar and our butter. So we're going to melt our butter in the microwave until it's completely liquid. Okay. So during this time, I'm going to mix all my dry ingredients together. So graham cracker, sugar, and flour. Then I'm adding my melted butter. And then we mix everything together until well combined. Do not forget to scrape the bowl and mix again. And our graham cracker is now ready. So the reason why we add the butter inside the mix is because the butter will help to really combine all ingredients together and to attach them while we are baking. So it's not going to be crumble, but it's going to be almost like a dough. Almost like a sandcastle. If you want the sandcastle to hold, you're going to add water, right? So this is why we are adding the butter. So here it is, our graham cracker is ready. Let's start to prepare the ring. Alright, so in order to prepare our ring, obviously you need a ring. You will need soft butter. I just put it in a microwave for about 20 seconds, a brush, and a piece of aluminum. So let's start to butter the ring. All right, so now our ring is completely buttered. Then I'm placing my ring on the top of the aluminum foil. And then I'm going to wrap the whole ring with my aluminum foil. Really tight. And the reason why we are putting the aluminum foil is to avoid when we're going to pour our batter, to have our batter leaking on the bottom of the ring. So the aluminum foil really retain the cheesecake batter in the inside. All right, let's put the graham cracker now. So what you want to do now is to press our graham cracker really tight all the way from the bottom, and I'm using a top from a can. Anything that is pretty sturdy will work. So now that our graham cracker is nice and tight, we are going to par bake it for about 15 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. And the reason why we are doing this is to have a crust that is even more crunchy. If we are skipping this step, the crust might be a little bit soggy. All right, and now let's put it in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. So now that our graham cracker is par baking, we are going to make our beautiful cheesecake batter. So let's go over our ingredients. We have our cream cheese, our mascarpone, our sugar, whole eggs, and my favorite ingredient, vanilla bean. So let's get started. So in our mixer, we are combining the cream cheese, then our mascarpone, and our sugar. And then we are going to scrape our vanilla bean. So check this out, I have a beautiful technique that I want to show you. So the way that I'm cutting the vanilla bean is I'm using the back of my knife to flatten the bean first. Once the vanilla bean is flattened, I am cutting it right in the middle from the top all the way down. And then, still using the back of my knife, I'm going to scrape my vanilla bean this way to give a little pressure with my thumb. And then all the vanilla beans are right here on my knife and nothing on the cutting board. And I'm going to repeat this for all the vanilla beans. Voilà. Put the vanilla bean inside the bowl. And then I'm going to repeat. Voilà. Tac, tac, tac. Tac, tac, tac. Voilà. So now that I have my mascarpone, my cream cheese, my sugar and my vanilla bean together, I'm going to paddle it until all of our ingredients are combined and smooth. Then of course halfway you want to scrape the bowl to make sure there is absolutely no lump. So that's gonna give you a creamy and really texture that is consistent all across your cheesecake. Alright, so now that our bowl is well scraped, we are going to mix it again. And now it's time to add our eggs. So for this recipe is only 2 eggs. Voilà. I'm going to scrape the bowl one more time, just because I don't want any lumps in this batter. And then mix again in medium speed. I'm home, I do whatever I want. And then you mix it in full speed for about a couple minutes. Alright, so now my mix is well combined. This is the creamiest vanilla cheesecake you ever had. I can guarantee you that. Voila! Our cheesecake batter is ready. And our graham cracker is about to come out from the oven. Oh yes, beautiful, nice and brown coloration, just the way we want. Go! Beautiful. Alright, so now that our graham cracker crust is nice brown coloration and still a little bit warm, we're going to pour all of our mix over the top, put some water and back in the oven at 230 Fahrenheit. And then Tap, tap, tap. This cheesecake batter is a little bit thick, but the texture is going to be unbelievable. And now we can go back to the oven. And then we're going to add some water, and the fact to have aluminum foil will avoid the water to go in the cheesecake. I put about 5 cups of water. And now we can take out the cheesecake from the oven. You can see it's a little bit wobbly. You can touch the cheesecake and it's not too sticky. So now we're going to take it out from the oven and let it cool it down completely. Alright, so my cheesecake is nice and cold straight away from the freezer. So now I'm going to remove the aluminum foil. Look at this. And then I'm going to place it on my screen. And now I'm going to use the blowtorch to torch around my ring, and hopefully the cheesecake is going to unmold by itself. Wow. And now I'm going to put some graham cracker all around it. Make sure the cheesecake is pretty hard when you do that, huh? Voila. Nice. You like it? Yeah? Alright, so now we have our beautiful cheesecake that is coated with some graham cracker. It's time to do the finished touch. The finished touch, today I'm going to use a beautiful fresh raspberry, cut them in half and put them all beautifully placed on the top of our cheesecake. So this is actually one of the best part of making the cheesecake is when it's time to do the finishing touch. That's actually my favorite things to do. All right, the moment that we all waiting for is the first bite. Let's check this out. Wow. Super creamy. Already the mascarpone help to bring that creaminess. You have the Tahitian vanilla bean that is amazing. The sourness from the raspberry is certainly one of the creamier cheesecake you ever had before. I get a second bite. So this is it, everyone. This is how to make a beautiful vanilla raspberry cheesecake, one of the most creamier cheesecake you ever had. If you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and to push the little bell so you can be notified each and every single recipe. Until then, au revoir and see you next time.